Hey everybody, this is Jim Jinks. I am running for Town Council in the 2nd District. I'm here with,
Jennifer Dillon, running for Town Council at Large.
and this is our second episode of Municipal Monday. And this week we're talking a bit about something that we don't actually tend to talk much about at all, and that has to do with our trash and municipal waste. And the funny thing about running a town and managing a town is there are a lot of little things that, or at least we think of being little things that can become really big things in a hurry if we don't take care of them. So our public works director has said before that people don't think about their garbage being picked up, but after a couple of days it doesn't get picked up, it becomes a big problem. So we're talking a bit about that today. So Jen, I did a little bit of homework on trash.
I love to talk trash.
Before we talked about this today, discovered kind of horrifyingly that on average we generate close to 5 pounds of garbage a day, each of us, each American, which is a lot of garbage. Which means every 50 days or so something my size goes into a landfill, which is a lot. So obviously the amount that we produce and generate in terms of garbage is really something that's a big issue for every community in dealing with that. There's garbage, there's recycling, there's what we do with food waste. So tell us a little bit about what you think we can do here in Cheshire, things that we haven't been thinking about really before as far as this issue goes.
Yeah, so if any of you have seen my first campaign ad, Trash Talk, I really enjoy this issue. Everyone's seen Trash Talk. It is something, as Jim said, that we don't like to think about, right? We like to put it in the bag, we like to put it in the blue bin, and it's done. Unfortunately for us as taxpayers, that isn't it, right? We do have to pay for it. And it's becoming more and more expensive especially in New England. We do not really have any active landfills in this part of the country. More and more of our waste to energy plants are closing, including one in Hartford this coming summer. So we're looking to move our actual municipal waste all the way to Michigan, Alabama, and that generates huge costs, right? So these tipping fees are going up and up and up. Those are going to be passed along to us in the town, along to us as taxpayers. And so it's really up to us to think innovatively as leaders, as citizens, and there are models. We don't have to reinvent the wheel with good recycling programs, with good other waste diversion programs like, food waste, textile waste, thinking about how to get those things out because there's actually money to be made there, right? So have you heard of when the Chinese nation stopped getting our recycling, the green wall?
Right, sure.
So a couple years ago, we used to make money on recycling. Now we pay for recycling because people don't want it.
Don't want it all anymore.
Exactly. So, I think something that is really exciting here in town and that we have been a part of, both you and I, is the Coalition for Sustainable Cheshire,
right.
And some of the things that have been going on with that. So there's a lot to be looking at. There's a lot we can do on the council, and there's a lot we can do as citizens to move this along.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the coalition goes, we had a program last year, I think it was, to kind of introduce more composting in town. So a lot of the waste that goes into landfills, a lot of it is just food waste that we don't really have to send to landfills. I don't remember what the percentage is, but it's a lot.
So in 2018, here's a good statistic for us. In 2018, Americans put 63 million tons of food waste into landfills.
Just food waste.
Just food waste. And that actually went up during the pandemic. So we're at a higher number now.
So I think I saw that annually we put nearly 300 million tons of waste into landfills. So that's a pretty large percentage. It's just food waste that we really don't need to be sending off to Michigan, obviously, which is incredibly wasteful in and of itself. So that's good information to have. I mean, we with the coalition, we're trying to do lots of different things in town to make our community more sustainable. There are things that we're working on, but not only is it about not only is it something to be concerned about if you are concerned about the climate, but it's also about saving taxpayer dollars too. The more sustainable we can be, the more we're going to save, whether it's lighting systems or solar energy, or this, if we do some sort of a program where we're generating energy locally. These are all ways that we can be, not only is it a way to help the environment, but it's also a way to help our budget as well. So
right. I think a lot of businesses talk about the triple bottom line, the people, profit, planet, and we can talk about, the double green, right? Green in the environment, green in our wallets. And, you know, I think being fiscally responsible means looking at these types of line items and being innovative and being sustainable at the same time. And I think that's what I stand for. I think that's what you stand for. It's a lot of what our running mates stand for.
Absolutely. So that's another episode of Municipal Monday. If you want to find out some more information about Jen or myself or the rest of our Democratic slate, please go to CheshireDem.org. So that's CheshireDem.org. And have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.